Hello, and thank you for listening. My name is Bryan, host of the Plant Podcast. The Plant is brought to you by ThinManager Software, the global leader in thin client management and mobility solutions. ThinManager is a Rockwell automation technology. In this episode of The Plant, I had a chance to sit down and talk with longtime ThinManager employee Ken Kurtz, Inside Sales Director. We discuss platform maintenance, what is it, and why do you need it? Hello and welcome to The Plant. I'm your host, Bryan, and joining me today is Ken Kurtz from the ThinManager team of Rockwell Automation. Today, we're going to talk about platform maintenance for the ThinManager software platform. Thanks for joining me today, Ken.
Thanks for having me, Bryan.
So this is your first time on The Plant. I was wondering, just to start things off, if you could give a little bit of history about you and your affiliation, if you will, with the ThinManager team.
Joined ThinManager over 7 years ago, brought in as Inside Sales Director, really to guide our distribution channel through the best commercial paths forward for their customers. You know, the correct path for any individual customer can be determined by a variety of factors, including the legacy ThinManager they currently have activated, whether it's supported, what the future automation needs and desires are there. So there's some different paths that can be taken, and really that's how I started. All these years down the road, I would say that the fact that our development team has worked so furiously for so many years, adding new features and functionality, is really what made my job necessary. The constant improvements, the constant add-ons, made it necessary for us to have somebody internally to help guide customers.
Absolutely. Just out of curiosity, what version of ThinManager did you start on?
When I got here, that's a great question. I mean, I guess it was, I got here at 4.0. We were just making the transition from 3X to 4. So, that's it. We've come a long way, baby.
You got me beat. I started, I guess we were on 6, but gearing up for version 7 to release when I started. So you got me beat by a few versions. I understand and know from knowing you that you've got a bit of a musical love, a background of music. And I've been told that occasionally coming from your office, people might hear a little Irish limerick. Is that true? Can you give us an example?
A tip of the afternoon to you, Bryan. I could tell you, but then I'd have to turn you into a leprechaun. The truth is, yes, I have a love of music that was likely passed down from my grandfather. Even though my name Kurtz is German, on the maternal side, my grandfather was John Joe McManus. He moved his family, including my mom, from Ireland to New York in the 30s, and he became a renowned song and dance man in Manhattan, as well as a heck of a fiddle player. So yeah, I've always had an affinity for music. I've been a player. And my daughter now is studying music at the University of Michigan. So yeah, I would say that side of the family passed it down. As for limericks, I wouldn't go that far, although, well, maybe I do have a little limerick here. Would you like to hear it?
Yeah, sure. Let's hear it.
There's a podcast host named Bryan. With lips parted, we know he'll be lying. With his questions, he dives in, much to the chagrin of his guests, most of whom he leaves crying.
Yeah, it's definitely in your roots. I'd say it's there.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've left anybody crying exactly. All right.
I hope I'm not crying at the end of this.
I don't think you will be. Well, okay, let's get into platform maintenance. The obvious question, we'll get it out of the way. What exactly is ThinManager platform maintenance?
Well, it's, when I think back, it's platform maintenance is a fancy name for support. And I'll lead with that. I remember when I first came in, we actually called it comp support. And it's very common for this industry to call what we're offering support. But it occurred to us over the course of time that actually we called it comp support or comprehensive support. It had occurred to us that perhaps we could name it something else that better covered everything we were offering. So really, platform maintenance is a program that provides customers everything they need to assure that they have the latest and the greatest that ThinManager offers. Obviously, live tech support is a component of it, but customers that are on platform maintenance receive gratis version upgrades as they release. They receive exclusive discounts. They receive upgrade credit eligibility so that they can take existing legacy licenses and trade them in toward, for example, our enterprise solution or a flex solution. It allows for ownership and location transfer eligibility. So it is a comprehensive program for customers that don't want to be left behind in any way, shape, or form. And by the way, want to save money. So it's a money saving program. Again, we changed the name. It occurred to us that people spend a lot of money maintaining things. So as an example, my teeth are fine right now, but I'm not going to skip my next dental cleaning. My car is okay, but I'm not going to miss my next service.
Yeah.
My home, gosh knows, I spend enough money maintaining my home. It's a similar thing. It occurred to us that platform maintenance better covers exactly what a customer will be able to receive with their investment.
That's great. Yeah, it's a good way to look at it. ThinManager itself, you pay for the software, and then my understanding is that platform maintenance is a subscription service, so it is an annual thing, almost like a warranty to keep up the ability to keep up. That ThinManager is something every year, a new version, or close to every year, new features come out, and if you haven't made that subscription service possible for your license, that you very well, to get a feature, would have to completely pay for ThinManager again.
In many cases, that is the case.
Okay, so for my money, it sounds like the live support and ability to upgrade ThinManager versions with each release would be something every user could use. Ken, can you share maybe a story, an experience about platform maintenance and how it has helped out a customer in the past?
The stories of how platform maintenance has helped, there's lots of those. Perhaps if we do the flip side of that, I like to tell people that obviously, we went through some of the benefits earlier. You're getting the gratis version upgrades, you're getting the expert live tech support, you're getting discounting. Well, actually, let's go to one recent example. We just booked some trainings. This particular customer was not current on platform maintenance. By getting current on platform maintenance, they saved $17,000 in a series of trainings.
Oh, wow.
That they were going to be affecting. So that's literally one that just happened a couple of days ago. But really, the more to me is what we're dealing with lately is that is the heartache and the pain of not being on platform maintenance. We're seeing more of that lately. And let me give you an example of that. So we just released version 10.0 on December 18th. Again, one of the benefits of platform maintenance is you get those version upgrades automatically. It doesn't mean you have to upgrade your system, but you're basically storing away that upgrade eligibility to that current version automatically in our database so that when you're ready to upgrade your system, it's there for you. We've had a number of customers come back to us wanting version 10. And the only path forward to receive version 10 is to back purchase platform maintenance from the day that you purchased your licensing or the day that your platform maintenance previously expired. And a lot of people have problems with that, but that's the only path forward. We don't have version upgrade parts. So basically, the pain comes in not being covered by platform maintenance. I say it all the time. I said, I've never had a phone call from a customer, be it a system integrator or an end user, that was unhappy that they'd invested annually in platform maintenance. Because every time they called for live tech support, they were immediately patched in. Every time they wanted to upgrade their systems, their version upgrades were sitting there waiting for them. They were able to take advantage of all the special discount offers we made. You probably recall, we've done half price on some of our most popular software packages, XLI and Relevance, in the past. Those are exclusive to platform maintenance customers. So there's a lot of great things that come with it. What we're finding now is that there are people that are just now realizing that it makes no sense whatsoever to be without platform maintenance. Again, a recent example, customer wanted to upgrade. It was a pharmaceutical customer. They were ready to revalidate their system and upgrade their system. And they had gone without platform maintenance for a number of years. They had missed in those years 4 version upgrades. Obviously, they wanted to upgrade to current version 10. So they basically had to back purchase 4 years of platform maintenance. The question came, why are we back purchasing platform maintenance when we really didn't get all the benefits? And the answer is very simply, well, you need one of the benefits now, and there's no other path forward. So that's why I always tell people, buy your platform maintenance with your software, keep renewing it. It is the lowest investment required to make sure you're getting the latest and the greatest from ThinManager.
Right. Yeah. And even, if you do backdate it, when you roll out that, say you go from version, 6 to version 10, the amount of features, when you do it in a large sum like that, it's probably jaw dropping how much more capability you have, in your install at that point.
Oh yeah. And once people see that, they do understand, the value is there, certainly, but sometimes people, let's call it a backwards kick in the butt. Gee, I should have been investing in platform maintenance all along. I would have paid less over the course of the years than I'm paying now to back purchase it. Yeah. So it always makes sense to keep it current, because it eliminates, it eliminates the need to actually pay out more, and it eliminates the heartache of, say, calling for live tech support. Nobody likes to hear the sound of crickets chirping when they call in here. You never will. You'll always get an expert tech support person on the phone here with platform maintenance current.
Oh, seems well worth it. Well, so one of the recent confusions that we've heard is that platform maintenance is included with Rockwell Tech Connect. Can you touch more on that? And also, do you think that might change in the future?
Well, we don't think so, but we have no crystal balls here. I will say this, that platform maintenance is a separate and distinct purchase. It is required with software purchase. Current Rockwell customers that are Tech Connect customers, there has been some confusion. They feel as though because ThinManager is now in the Rockwell stable, that their Tech Connect covers them. That is not the case. And the latest we've actually heard from Rockwell is that we are going to continue moving forward. Platform maintenance will continue to be a separate purchase, separate from Tech Connect. And I'll tell you, Bryan, over the years, the attachment rates of our platform maintenance and our retention rates have been industry leading in many ways. I mean, we have been at 85 and 90% attachment and retention over the years. And quite frankly, it's something that got the attention of Rockwell from a very early point in time. And so as such, we expect to continue doing business in this fashion with ThinManager.
Absolutely. Well, at 90% retention, I mean, that shows right there the worth of having it to our customers. If you got 90% retaining, coverage with it.
Yes. It's an enviable number, to say the least.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic. It reminds me of a Geico commercial. All right. Well, Ken, thank you so much. That's all the time we have for today's episode of The Plant. As always, as I just said, Ken, thank you so much for being our guest today.
Thank you, Bryan. It's been a pleasure to chat with you, and onward and upward.
Absolutely. To learn more about today's topic, platform maintenance, visit thinmanager.com. You can find Ken on our contact page if you have specific questions about platform maintenance. Of course, you can find information on the website. Thanks for listening, everybody, and we'll talk to you next time.